Honey, I dash, got it on.
Just a spectacular afternoon for North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Back 25. Gun.
Watch the run.
Get up. Ready to go.
On first down, Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's third down.
6 yards to go.
Ready. 280.
Mike front four. Who that?
From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Throwing to start the drive. Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
You're out. Check. Exit. Ready to go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. You go night. Don't go night. Check.
Second and 9 now. And this is going to be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Buying time to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8. At the Falcons, 36.
To throw is Harris. To throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now Ito Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's complete to Smith. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, here's Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, Ryan letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets. On second down, it's Smith.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check, 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 check. Watch twist. Ready.
Now Harris off the play fake. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch the screen. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hayward. You don't want none.
To throw again, Harris. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Harris, throwing on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first down, it's Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Harris. And that's complete to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Harris now on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Ryan to throw. And this one complete to Smith. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fielded about a yard deep. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Again, he finds an opening. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Don't get nervous. Check 26, check 26. Watch the twins. Watch the twins. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they run with Smith, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
On the top. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Tackles, tackles.
Kill.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Dog.
Check three. Shift.
Orbit.
2nd and 11. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I know you ain't got it. Hey, switch gears.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check it back.
Exit. Check 13.
Harris on 3rd down, dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Gurley. And an alley to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Gurley again here on first down. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Check right 45. Check right 45. They're not ready for that.
To throw is Harris. To throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Yeah, it was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 38 line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 20. Ready.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 30-yard line.
Check, 46. Check, Charlie. And here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Sponge. No. Smoke. 36. Hatchet.
To throw on 3rd down. Harris eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completion.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.